Hello everyone, my name is Allyson Wood and I will be presenting the monster test. The monster test was developed by Dr. Richard Gentry as a form to help teachers understand a student's literacy development as well as understand where a student is spelling-wise. It is a developmental spelling inventory that is given usually to kindergarten and first grade students. Before giving the test, a teacher needs to understand the 5 stages of spelling development: random letters, semi-phonetic, phonetic, transitional, and conventional. Random letters is what it sounds like. It is a stage where the students write down random letters to stand for the word. Semi-phonetic is when the student gives shortened versions of the word and could be as simple as E for eagle. In the phonetic stage, it is when the students are spelling the words with the phonemes and the word may look like EGL. In the transitional phase, students are beginning to think about how the word appears visually, and they are able to start incorporating things like vowels in every syllable and frequent English letter sequences. And the final stage, conventional, spellers are able to spell correctly. It is important to remember that the conventional spellers develop often over years of writing and word studies, and it can be categorized by instructional levels such as kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I would like to give an example of how one form of the developmental spelling inventory would look. In this example, number 1, the word was monster. Number 1 gives an example of students in a random letter phase, while number 2 shows the other end of the spectrum, a conventional spelling phase. There is a list of 10 words that a teacher can use, but they can also go as short as 5 words from the list. Now, once the student has been administered the test, the teacher can use the developmental scoring chart to help them decide which word the student has spelt their word at. Now, it is important to remember that there is some judgment on the teacher's part to decide what the student was trying to convey with their words. Now what the scores mean, it helps you to see their level of understanding, and it is important to know that Phase 2 is an end-of-the-year benchmark for students in kindergarten, and a child who is not writing with partial representation should receive some intervention to keep them from falling too far behind. It is also important to remember when helping students that the activities are ones that should be interesting, joyful, and hands-on rather than skill and drill. It is also important to encourage students to test their hypotheses, praise their trying, and always increase that amount they are allowed to read. Below is an example of Dr. Richard Gentry's book where you can find more detailed information about the monster test.